Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? So this is how I'm going to work this. This can basically be pick a card if you want to focus on one thing. However, the overarching energy is whatever you're meant to hear today, you'll hear. So feel free to watch all three. They're just brief and they're just meant to bring a little pop of positivity into your day. And sometimes I'll just study some strange aspect, something meaningful in my day, week, or something that I've read that brings in a little bit of insight that hopefully we can integrate into the readings and will help us gain a little bit of insight to how we're doing. One thing I'll share is recently, I don't know if it's because I've been going to bed so late, but every once in a while when I'm just, scrolling on IG and I'm right about to fall asleep, I'll sometimes get this little attack of worry about the future, whether it comes to financial or everybody's health. And then I'll realize it's just my body trying to decompress and my subconscious trying to work through things, and that we don't need to take in these big moods and become fearful just because our brain has these thoughts. We can say, okay, thank you for suggesting this. I will definitely, try to smooth the way through my thought process so it doesn't become fearful, and just be able to alleviate that by releasing it. And I thought this particular deck in general is really genius at this. It really helps with that. So number one, if you want to have a pick a card, is Deep Inward Journey. Number two is the Midas Touch, and number three is the How is in the Now. And I definitely say take a little bit from each one because I love the messages in these and they make a lot of sense every single day. If we can try just the minutest switch, where we can do something to improve a little more exercise, a little more study into something spiritual and or practical into our day, right? I know sometimes I feel much better if I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of sorting and cleaning, and creative is a big part of it, a little bit of organizing, a little bit of fun. This is the crazy thing. I was talking to my husband about this morning, how even in a society, if we don't leave our house, we can have so much great connection with people, through IG and messaging and talking and FaceTiming, and feel like we're connected in wonderful ways. And that's really helpful. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to begin with number one. I love this so much. Look at this artwork. It's so deep and rich and colorful, just vibrant and awesome. Deep Inward Journey, you'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? Now, to me, fear can pop up over very simple things. The unknown, right? Oh, I'm going to go to a party or a wedding or event. Oh, and then it can turn into, what if I don't know anybody? What if I'm standing there by myself? Let's switch that around and alchemize that into, wow, I wonder who I get to meet. I wonder what great adventures I'll have. I wonder what great conversations I'll have. I wonder what I get to observe, right? Oftentimes we get this crazy spotlight effect that makes us think everybody's going to be looking at us like, who is that weirdo and what are they doing? We really do start to think too deeply into that. If we're meeting new friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, parents, oh, what if they don't like me? How about what if I absolutely love them because they're a beautiful extension of my person? That type of energy, that's how we alchemize it. No fear, just curiosity, right? That works so much better. Here's something too that goes along with this. I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions, right? So instead of thinking, oh, people are going to take advantage of me, or there's going to be a problem, or I'm going to be overcharged, whatever it is. Point in case. Yesterday, I almost had a stroke. I'm driving and I look down, beep, this light goes off. It's your check your engine light. Right away, my face feels really hot and I start to panic because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on a major highway. Like, how serious is this? I don't know. So I took a breath. I turned off every external sound and I said, you hear your engine, you hear your car. This is a warning light. This isn't a stop. You're about to explode and be jettisoned out into I-95. Like, it was so ridiculous. So I get to my little shopping center and I just show the picture to my husband. I said, how urgent does this seem? I don't hear anything different. All of that. No worries. Then this morning, I had the nicest experience ever in my life in a garage. I find people that work in garages just so awesome. Auto Tech right up the road, super friendly, absolutely amazing. Oh, we'll fit you in. Tells us these funny little experiences. He knows people we know. It was wonderful. It's that sort of thing where, wow, this is going to be a fun adventure. And I get to, this person, people exude a beautiful aura and a lot of caring, like really creative, fun, like artists. Like this gentleman was like somebody you think you'd see in the middle of like a fun art museum or something, like a curator, just filled with energy and light. And that is the sort of thing I now want to expect when I go to places, instead of anticipating, oh, somebody's going to try to give me all this crazy talk that I don't understand and overcharge all of this stuff. Instead of that, we're going to alchemize it into, ooh, I can meet a really wonderful person out there. Here's another thing. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. I try to do this if I'm in the post office, if I'm anywhere, notice something that I like. Is there a lovely scent in there? Is somebody wearing, fun jewelry? What is going on, and how can I raise the vibration? A little, quip or joke or something. I find just sometimes observing like a mom with their child being cute and friendly, it brings up my vibration, and then I'm happy to be there because I'm like, wow, if I wasn't here in this line, I wouldn't see this. So this deep inward journey is saying, what do I need to work on? Let me just take an honest look at myself. Do I feel good about the direction that I'm going with what I'm doing and how I operate in a day-to-day? And there'll be one or two things that, just do not serve us, for sure. Mine, I just knew today, I was like, you know what? You bought all these delicious snacks and you wanted to like try so many of them yesterday. And I'm like, you don't feel good after you have all that salt or sugar. So just to save that, have a specific day where you have one or two treats. That way you'll look forward to them, that sort of thing. If I am watching too much of, like, I know that I love when I'm really into a show, I want to watch like 5 of them, and then it'll be like late into the night. Hey, I could cull that down to 3 and use my time a little more wisely. Like when we go inward, we really take a look at what triggers us, what activates us in a good way, what gets us excited, what gets us demotivated. I know too many people, too many offerings, too much choice demotivates me and can make me procrastinate. So knowing that, I'm going to go in and take a look at that. How can I operate now on a baby step scale, bite-sized morsels, so I can do things. Also, if something is really challenging to me and it keeps coming up in my head, do that thing first. If you have a difficult email, if you have something that you feel is challenging, but it's something that you really should be doing, how about you just do that, and then everything else seems like a cakewalk. Really, when I introduce joy to a situation, we do change the vibrational energy. I'm really excited to make my house clean because I'm so lucky I have a house and a roof over my head and good food to cook, all of this. Looking forward to things. Taking a look at things in that way does change the way how we operate. I now find I do really well if I have like a really kicking podcast going while I'm cleaning. Then I'm not only enjoying what I'm doing, but I am improving my environment. So that is something, it doesn't have to be I have to isolate and I have to go to ayahuasca or I need to do whatever. Let me just take a little 5-10 minute break out of the day and check in with myself. How do I feel? Oh my goodness, right in the middle of the video, my phone started ringing and I was like, what's going on? But it was really important. Crazily enough, it was what I was just talking about. It was the mechanic from the garage just talking about the car. And again, it's like one of those things, let's get excited about how we're living our life and where we can make changes. And I'm not saying everything has to be a super fun 3-ring circus because, a lot of mundane little simple things come in, like we have to go to DMV and we have to do stuff, but we can make things that normally seem like a dredge fun. Like I just find music and podcasts and other things that entertain us while we're doing it makes for a good time. So that is you, group 1. Beautiful energy. And I also feel like if you can brighten up your wardrobe, I'm just hearing that. I know that it works for me. When I wear pinks and yellows and reds, I do feel that like I feel more energized. I feel vitality. It's the color of, let's go. It revs me up. That's something also that can be very helpful, especially if we're used to wearing like blacks and grays and things from the winter. So love and light to you, group 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you need a private read, just DM me and I get back to you within 48 hours with your reading. I send you a menu and get you all set up. Okay, you guys, now we're on to this. We love this. I'm feeling like the majority of people chose this Midas touch. Things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? if we start to look at ourselves in these terms, like, how am I abundant? What is working for me? I know right now I'm looking around and I see beautiful myriad of tarot and oracle decks in front of me. I have a big screen TV with these big, beautiful pictures going through it right now. I see lights, I see electricity, I see filming equipment, I see wonderful cats, I see sage sprays, I see a fun wardrobe, I see more beads that could sink a battleship. All of that. Listen, oh my goodness, you guys. When I opened my iPad this morning, one of the first images was this young boy, and I believe he was like in India or somewhere, and he was like in a bazaar and he was cooking. This child was so young, I'm guessing like 6 or 7, and he has this big pan of food and he's flipping food and he's chopping vegetables, and you can tell by the surroundings, this isn't something he's doing for fun. He's also very skillful at it. This child is earning a living for himself and his family. And I thought, this is amazing. Like, if only sometimes, the youth over here in America, my children also, things like that, like looked and saw some of these images where you absolutely have to work to eat. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. The comfort we can do this in. And I have so much gratitude. I get to do what I love in a way that I want to do it in any time of day that I want to do it in. So how do you feel abundant? Do you have a garden? Do you have beautiful kitchen pantry that's filled with food and spices, all of that? Honestly, when we come from an abundance mindset, more comes in. I know when I think I love my work, I cherish my clients and I get so happy about the work I'm doing, more comes in. Then I get more excited. I look for new ideas and ways and specialized decks for these individuals and these reads. That kind of energy, like really looking around, and when we feel the richness of what's provided for us, more really comes in. There is, again, infinite possibilities, infinite wealth, infinite jobs, infinite vocations, infinite travels and creativity and ways that we can do things. So this may also be saying, if we don't feel that sometimes, maybe we're just doing the same thing the same way over and over, and it lacks that kind of spark. It's interesting how sometimes, we can just do what's comfortable for us, but then it makes us feel less abundant because there's not expansion, right? So another card, I love this so much. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day. I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. If we just pause and let things rest and let things fall and stop that kind of like, I need to produce, I need to work, I need to blah, 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 go, go, go. That kind of push. We forget to just go, wow, I can really just look around and see all the resplendent beauty in this tree, in this yard, in this, whatever it is. Artwork does it for me too. When I just look at that, everything slows, I breathe deeper. I feel better about the environment that I'm in, because I know at any time I could switch it up. I put in fresh, I can sage it, put in fresh flowers, do whatever, beautify all of that. And it does strengthen my faith in the universe, because I see things very clearly, and with faith of, think of the seasons. We can look at all these naked bare trees that look totally frozen, and icicles on them. And then in the spring, oh my gosh, there are these beautiful cherry blossoms. There are these amazing mighty maple, Japanese maple trees. They are oak trees. Ian planted this tree in the backyard that I love so much, that I find absolutely beautiful and amazing. So there's one of these old sayings that is just like, pay attention to what's in front of you. I love that. It's so simple and it's so true. Why are we trying to jump into the future? Why are we trying to, have this kind of fear or guilt of the past of we didn't do enough? Right now, what is in front of us, right? I love this. This works for me too. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. That definitely is faith. That's like the quintessential faith. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, that says, I think before I speak. How will this affect others around me and myself? I love to just voice really positive things aloud to myself, to the room, to my animals. I say, thank you, house, for providing me with this fun entertainment. Like, my house is crazy and hilarious. It has so much fun stuff going on. I have I call them woodchucks, but they're not. They're actually groundhogs, baby groundhogs always running around the backyard. And it's super entertainment for the cats. They don't know what in the world is going on. They don't know if it's part of their tribe or what is happening. And all of this stuff, I feel aligned with the universe and all the gifts that it brings me. And I constantly feel, I feel that it's trying to show me this richness, this abundance, the love that is out there. And when I'm aligned, I see it, right? So that is present moment awareness, 100%. So this also says that you are aligned with this energy. So you are going to have beautiful abundance come in. You are going to have gifts. You are going to have this feeling of belonging and sense of calm and quietude, because you can decide today to recalibrate your energy and commit to that beautiful love and joy that's all around you. Being silly, be in awe of these wild little occurrences all over the place. Every once in a while I like to go on like those America's Got Talent or whatever, and especially the ones they really hype up, and you just see this person and they just burst out with this gift and voice and things that just simply puts us in awe. That kind of things, the things that are shown to us, and the universe is constantly suggesting this to us, so let's pay attention to it. I love that for you, group 2. Comment down below if this is you and you really feel it. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. I love this. And also, if anytime you receive news that isn't so great, like again, like the phone call that Ian just told me that there is a ton of issues. It's an older car. It's an older Volkswagen Passat, and we're almost like the expense would be teetering on maybe we should just get a second new vehicle for me. And it's just one of those things where I'm not going to be like fretting about it. It is what it is. And it's like, I am really good at that sort of thing of just making a decision of, listen, I'd rather invest in this than have this, whatever. It's like simple. We can do this, or we can lament to drive ourselves crazy over the cost of something or a direction something is taken, something of that. I feel that a lot of times some things feel like a house of cards, right? And they feel like, wow, this is unstable, it can blow right over. And sometimes feel like cement, like this is stable and this is good. But life is a whole mixture of those things. And we just accept that and get in flow state. We're like, I'm going to make the best out of everything. I have gifts and talents, and I will ask the universe for what I know I'm worthy and deserving of. And you're going to do that, and therefore you're going to receive. So beautiful. So again, don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. And if you want a private read, you can just go right on the thumbnail. My IG DM is right on there. And I send you a menu, and then I get to it right away, and you get it within 48 hours. So thank you, group 2. Now, I am loving this number 3. The how is in the now. What has your intuition been trying to tell you? When we pay attention to the now, that means we have present moment awareness. So we're seeing all the nuance. We're seeing what's changing. We're seeing what's trying to stand out to us. We're seeing what's promoting itself to us. Are we promoting good health by what did we just eat for lunch? That sort of thing. I know yesterday I just thought I tried to like beaver my way through every kind of junk food that was around me, because more attracts more, right? Salt, oh yum, 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 yum. And then today I was like I never want to eat that kind of food on that degree again. Too, it does something weird to your system, and you just feel like, and I'm paying attention to that. So the here and the now is pay attention to your body. Are you thirsty? Do you have some creative endeavor that's whispering in your ear and saying, let's do this? I love this. Woo! This is for all of us, right? I begin the practice of allowing. I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. We're not second guessing. We're not overthinking. We're not prevaricating and bobbling back and forth and thinking we know best. This is what I love about divine timing. Something will present itself to you that is just ideal. Every day something does do that, but sometimes we shelve it or we put it in our back pocket. Not now. I'm busy taking care of things. I'm busy trying to be at the driver's seat. This is just relinquishing that and believing that, the universe really does do this for this. Also helps. And say this aloud. It makes a difference. I accept that good things come easily. I am a super attractor. And I definitely believe this. I do accept that good things come easily. A lot of times the most beautiful people, my buddies over on IG, when we message, I get a little spark and dazzle, and it lifts my mood. I love it. I do feel that like attracts like, so we do have kindreds that come in and try to support us. Know you're a super attractor. Say that. This is part of this as well. When I am tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundance. That's why, this middle card was talking about look around and what makes you feel abundant. I feel abundant when I open my refrigerator and I see all kinds of wonderful juices and fruits and treats and delights. When I open my back door and I see the groundhogs running around with the cats and the turkeys and the crows and whatever else on freaking Noah's Ark is going on out there, that kind of thing. And then I get to see more, and my eye is trained to look in and see more of that which I love. I release time and I let the universe show me what's good and what's to do. That kind of thing. I love this so much. When I am tuned in the energy of abundance, I become abundance 100%. And I also trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. Absolutely. So my powerful intentions are for me and my family to have good health, and my clients and people that I love to feel good and feel charged up and feel vibrancy of the universe and want to go out and see and achieve and do. And I love this. This card is everything. Look at the colors and all the prospect in it. You create your own reality. What you want wants you to. What do you want to experience? What do you want to experience? I love curiosity and getting excited about things. I love looking forward to things. So I make fun little plans like, oh, I'm going to do this. This is going to be excellent. And I look forward and I get charged up about it and I get excited about it. So, without cramming. It's so funny. I just saw this little interview about like some of the housewives that had to do the New York thing at Bluestone Manor, where they all had to meet, and it was like, I think they said something like it was 8 days that they spent together, and they just filmed continually and they tried to jam so much in each day. And the reason that there was like so much fussing and arguing is they tried to jam in everything without rest, without contemplation, without calmness. And sometimes we think bigger is better. Not true. Selective. This is quality over quantity, doing things that you love. Like I cut 10% of what you plan to do this week out so you can have a healthy void to then introduce things that you might want to do that are new, because we live new and creative and fun and music. Like I have to say, my day just did a complete 180. I had to get up early to drop the car off, and when I do that, it's like my rhythm of what I normally do changes. And then I got tired, and then it was raining, and I thought, oh gosh, I'm not going to have the vitality and the energy to do the things I want in my reads and all this. And then as soon as I started reading, I got right back in that wonderful headspace and high vibration. Now I feel great. I feel like every other day I had a rest. Give yourself permission to stop and readjust and realign whenever you need to. Like this wasn't what I was working towards today. I wasn't working towards, getting frustrated and sitting in traffic. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to whip on a podcast. I'm going to put on Melanie Williams' Chair. I'm going to put on something that makes me feel good and get back into that groove. Because any moment we can move a muscle and change a thought and change direction. It is our intentions that can change it. I intend to feel calm and collected. So if this isn't doing it for me, I'm changing the page. We really are our thoughts, because our thoughts become moods. So make that thought a good one, and that will change your vibration, make you feel good about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And that is what we're supposed to do every day. Little corrections, little notifications to self. This is a little stressful. I'm not going to do this anymore. This isn't making me feel great when I'm trying to like power shovel and eat my body and Pringles and whatever, gummy bears. I'm going to change direction on this. All of that, every day we can do this. And, whatever we want to do that brings in happy joy and talks to our inner child, that's what we should be doing. We got to forget about this. We need to produce and prove and blah, blah, blah. Just know like what is joyful and what brings me joy, and how can I add more of that into my day, which I love. I just love this card, the vibrancy, the colors, the sparkle is absolutely beautiful. So that is you, group 3. Comment down below if you feel this and you definitely are like, yeah, I don't need to challenge myself for no reason. Like if I'm feeling already challenged, I'm now going to introduce something that makes me feel comfortable and good about my day. And what can I surprise myself with, and what can I treat myself with? So that is you guys. Love and light. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you'd like a private read, my right on the thumbnail, you can contact me over on my IG, and I send you the menu and I get on it right away. So you guys just really, I have to remind myself of this every day. I was like, what brought my vibration up yesterday? What brought my vibration up an hour ago? What made me feel good? What intentions am I setting for myself? Am I having a little bit of focus and follow through with them? Because life will throw us all kinds of little, obstacles, and we have to decide, are these mountains or are these molehills, and how can I bring them back down? Everything that's conceivable is achievable for sure. So you're gonna get it going, and you're gonna start to see this. Yeah, like That is a joke. I am not going to get upset about that, especially other people, other people trying to throw wrenches in the work. Everybody has an opinion. It is the lowest form of communication. You don't need to like be embroiled in that. You're like, I'm going to be on my happy train and be like, choo choo, full speed ahead. Let's do this. I'm ready for change in a really positive way. So love and light.